What is it that India Inc. had to say? Because clearly Rahul Gandhi did not lay down a concrete economic agenda. He was speaking to the industry captains for the very first time. Surprisingly, they all believe it was not his job to do so. He's not a part of the government. But they gave him a thumbs up for a rather candid and a speech they call is perhaps straight from the heart.
Importantly, I think he sought collaboration of different segments of society, in particular business to collaborate with the government, with the poor sections of society, with the middle class, and build together a new modern India.
I'm not a great supporter of Mr. Rahul Gandhi, neither am I an opponent of Rahul Gandhi. I'm a businessman and a proud citizen of India who was delighted to hear what he said. I'm not sure how much of that is practical or not practical. A million people getting power and voice.
Our expectation was that he would talk to us about what his vision of India was, which he very much did. And he talked about a very important point, that there should be grassroots involvement so that there is a consensus on which way the country should go.
The most important point he made was that, we need to create platforms for engaging with business. We need to have ways in which business is part of the decision making. And he came across as somebody who is genuine, who is comfortable, and he presented his idea, his vision.
I think what he really spoke about was the future and the direction about how the political system, the government and the business and the people in India, how collectively as multiple stakeholders we need to continue to move forward and move forward together. And I think what he really spoke about and the direction in which he wants to drive the Congress party and India as such is extremely clear and very inspiring.
I think he was trying to establish a contact with the industry, and it was not about these are my policies, this is what I'm going to do. And I think he's making it very clear that I am not somebody who has the power. And actually, frankly, I was very impressed with his speech. I think the compassion that I saw, the agenda that he had for India as a macro view of what he wants to do is what's more important. It's not about the nuts and bolts of I'm going to introduce this bill or change this or do that. So I'm not disappointed. Actually, I go back very reassured.
I don't think it's fair to expect him to lay out a concrete economic agenda. That is not what this forum was about. It's the first time that he has spoken to any large business forum, I believe. And I think he did a fantastic job. He spoke from his heart. He spoke about certain grassroots, basic, practical stuff.
I think the expectation of the audience was probably the first encounter that any one of us have had to see and hear him at close quarters. So the expectation was to actually find out what the fiber was, what the governing quality of the mental makeup is. And I think there he scored they scored huge marks today.
I'm not disappointed because what he really talked about was the realities on the ground. And he actually talked about partnering with business and helping and working through all the three classes, which is basically the poor people, the middle class, as well as the business.
Let's turn